Yes, Anne?
Let me say, according to the mode of payment, we can say it's cheaper. According to the mode of payment, because there's the Lipa Mdogo Mdogo initiative. But I think they've said the deposit is like 1,000 bob. With 1,000 bob, you can get a phone.
Okay.
Yeah, and
then you pay deposits daily after, yes?
Yeah, in
all
installments.
Right. That's where Safaricom comes in, okay?
Yeah, and also looking at the figures from Safaricom, they said during the repayment period, the Neon Ultra, you're able to get 120 MBs in 5 minutes daily. I don't know how true that is, but you can just go and check on the Safaricom page and you'll see that. And for the Neon Smarter, you get 100 MBs and 5 minutes daily during that period where you'll be repaying the money.
Paying Dogo.
Yes.
All right, so that's a bit incentivized, which is good for the larger Kenya, but still a bit expensive, right?
So, yeah,
considering,
expensive.
I'm sure you can get Chinese imports, and the Business Daily has done actually a good job here to highlight a few of those smartphones which you can get at prices which are way cheaper than that, 7,000 and 8,000. However, of course, there's that Lipa na Mdogo Mdogo upfront fee of 1,000 by Safaricom, and then you pay the rest of it. Is this a good move for our industries?
Yeah, I can say it's a good move. It's a good move.
Right. Promoting our local industries and, of course, assembling right here from the Republic. And is there a story I have failed to highlight from these papers?
On the Standard, page 2.
Standard page 2.
Yeah. All
right. What's going on in Standard page 2, Anne?
The corporal punishment that goes on in schools.
Right. Kenya's school flogging. The BBC Africa Eye did an uncovering of a worrying increase in the number of severe cases that are being reported. It's coming at a very apt time now that we are having the national examinations happening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we know the primary schools is where it's notorious. Corporal punishment is notorious. Let me ask you, maybe before you get into this story here, did you experience corporal punishment in your time growing up?
Of course, yes, I did, but it wasn't to that extent where you're getting hurt and everything. But of course, it's there. It can't lack, considering that I even actually went to a public school later in life. Yeah, it was still there.
Yes. I was beaten a good one as well in my primary school days. Actually, the biggest worry as a child growing up in Kenya, I think at least a few years back, it's nitapigwa lini na nitapigwa na nani. Yani, every time you're just waiting, it's going to happen. It's an inevitable occurrence.
Na nitapigwa wapi.
Yeah, na nitapigwa wapi as well. Nazaambiwa class 5 nyote toka nje, tuonyeshe mikono, right? And it's all punishments. There's a discussion whether this is good for discipline or not. What do you think?
Of course, even in the Bible, spare the rod, spoil the child. And I feel like punishment should be done. It's actually done for correction, not as a, to inflict pain. No, I think it should be done on correction with love. For students, for kids, when you leave your home at your mother's place, you go to the school, and your parents are the teachers. So the teachers should also treat their children as their kids.
Right.
Yeah. So when you wezi chapa mtoto wako ati, you beat them to death or something. Because I can see a story here where there's a girl who was punished to death.
Wow.
To death.
That's worrying.
Just because of the hairstyle.
Abby Noel Samuels was beaten because of her hairstyle, and she was beaten to death.
Yes.
I also think they're up there. They're showing the back of this young man called Caleb Mwangi, beaten and leaving him with scars on his back and his legs. He was put into an induced coma and spent 11 days in ICU. Corporal punishment in schools has a long history dating back to the colonial era. When our parents are beating us, or when our teachers are beating us, they're saying that's exactly what they were done to, and that's what brought them to become important members of society. Wanasema wale wenzao wenye wakupigwa they ended up becoming vagabonds and useless people in society. You wouldn't agree with them on that?
Kuna kupigwa for correction na kuna kupigwa ya chuki sasa.
Yeah.
Just what is this? Why do you even kill someone just because of a simple hairstyle? So just send her home.
Right.
Or just, another form of punishment. And it's such a shame that the school called the mom and then told her that the girl died in her sleep.
Wow.
Yeah, they had to lie. But now the witnesses now told the true story.
Right. That's page 2.
Yeah, that's page
Kenya's
2.
school floggings. The children were suffering from a hidden epidemic. I have to be honest, there's this one teacher who whipped me up a good one, and I still hold a bit of grudge. Yeah, so maybe it isn't even good in the long term. This is something that a child can carry for a long time.
Trauma.
Right? This is trauma that can grow up and brew up in other aspects of their life. Then what would you say to a teacher? Mwanasema huu ni kichwa ngumu, hakuna vile haizi sikia kama hajapi, huu ni kiboko tu inaweza mweka kwa line. What do you do with that?
With the way their kids wako hivyo, I know for a fact, because my mom is a teacher.
Okay.
She tells us all these things, but just do the correction with love. Don't beat someone to a point of death. Why do that? When you can just make simple corrections.
Right.
Yeah, of course, kama ni kumchapa, you just do the beating, but do it with love.
Right.
Yeah.
Do it with love. Do it with love. So that's the message out there to the teachers who are currently conducting national examinations. Please do it with love. Don't beat up the kids. There are more ways, but you can also watch that documentary for yourself. BBC Africa Eye, if you type on YouTube and get to see the Kenya's school floggings. They're saying it's a hidden epidemic that many of our children are going through with in these schools. Before we wrap up, those have been the important stories, of course, that we could take a look at across the dailies, the Standard, the Business Daily, and the Daily Nation. You can read for yourself much more happening. The Financial Standard, Ukondani. I knew that the Health Nation, the nation was supposed to be having a health pullout section this day, and they were highlighting the young people who are innovating around artificial intelligence to improve health in the country. I can't see it, but my friend Amukasa, who also watches the show, was supposed to be highlighted there. I can't see it at the moment, but watch out for that piece as well. The Financial Standard gives you a story of business around the Republic and also in the counties. I just realized I was taking a look at the Standard while I was looking for a story on the Daily Nation. So here, innovators who are using AI. Healthy nation. The future is here. At the middle of the Daily Nation, you will get a new dawn. This here. The future is here. At the middle of the Daily Nation. A friend of mine here called Arvin Amukasa, who's innovating around sexual reproductive health with his own venture called SophieBot. It's an AI chatbot that is fed with verified information on sexuality and sexual reproductive health. So you can check it out, SophieBot. And they've shown here a couple of those young people who are using technology and AI to innovate in matters of health and coming up with health solutions. So read with them a very good highlight of what young people are using, the tools they're using to reshape this health industry. As we've said there, some of these sensitive sectors should be left with the national government and not devolved, but we can devolve them as the youth with our own solutions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's right. Any other thing that we have maybe left out before we wrap it up?
I don't see.
All right. Those are the important stories of the day. Get yourself a copy and let us know what you think of the headlines. We're going to finish it up here with the last word on the Business Daily. But before we get to the last word, I have a surprise for you here. It's going to be a game.
Okay.
So we're going to play a very short general knowledge game between me and you. Yeah, we have 2 pens here. So the questions are going to come up on the screens in a bit. It's a brain teaser, ya kuchangamsha kidogo, na watu wako nyumbani pia wachangamke kiasi watupatie majibu. But let's get your last remark there, and then you will read for us here. Just a last remark, anything that you have to say, and then read us the quote there at the back of the Business Daily.
The last word.
Right.
Beware of over-concern for money or position or glory. Someday you'll meet a man who cares for none of these things. Then you will know how poor you are.
Let's get it again.
Beware of over-concern for money or position or glory. Someday you'll meet a man who cares for none of these things. Then you will know how poor you are.
All right. You'll meet a man who doesn't care about money or position, and then you will know how poor you are. Who's that? Who said that? Who said that? We're all about money and business here.
Rudyard.
All right. That's at the back of the Business Daily. Also, before we get to the game, on sports, I have to say Manchester United was thrashed a good one over the weekend in a Manchester derby by Manchester City. And that happened as South Africa also won the World Rugby Finals. So the newest or the latest champions of the Rugby World Cup are South Africa, and you can see the memorable moments which are painted there at the back of the Standard on the sports section. One more is Messi, who won his 8th Ballon d'Or to put him as the best player in the world in the past 1 year. So he has the 8 Ballon d'Ors, which is an award given to the best player in football, and it's a vote by journalists all over the world who are covering sport. Makes him the greatest of all time, undisputed. If you have anything to say, please let me know. Let's get to the game now, Anne, and see if you can beat me. I always say to the people I participate in this game with, I'm the reigning champion of this game. Overall, I've beat almost everyone. Yeah.
Una leakage.
Everyone keeps saying that. They blame kila mtu sema hivyo. Ukoshoa sina leakage, sina leakage. I am being ambushed just as you are. So let's see if you become the first one to beat me. Let's begin. Question number 1. If you're at home, also let us know what you get here. 1 shilling is equal to how many cents?
100.
Oh, okay. Let me give the instructions before we go on with this game. This being a national examination day, I think nimesahau what one's exam instructions. All right. So we have 5 seconds in every question. We have 10 seconds. Sorry, in every question you have 10 seconds. It's a countdown of 10 seconds. So you answer. You write down your answer there. You shouldn't let me know, and then we'll mark against each other, right? And also we'll mark for the people at home. So 1 shilling is equal to how many cents?
Lakini ya kwanza uko unajua.
Nilikuwa najua. Come on. Let's go.
Okay.
All right. Question number 2. What are the 2 types of taxes? All right. Man. Okay. Question number 3. Usinicopy, by the way. Question number 3. Who regulates companies in Kenya? Hey, the government, of course. Oh, man. The leading export in Kenya. What is the leading export in Kenya? Oh, man. Kenyans. Apparently by the president. It's going to be Kenyans in the next few years. Who was Kenya's first prime minister? Bad. Okay. What I can't see this. Let's get it again, please. What is the motto for Kenya Police? What is the motto for Kenya Police? The National Police Service. Wapi ID kijana? It's not that one. All right, next question. What does SGR stand for? Okay. Who is the CS for Foreign Affairs in Kenya? Oh man, walikuwa reshuffled, right? Oh man. All right. Next question. Who is the governor of Meru County? Oh man. Oh, is that Meru or Embu? Meru. Anaimbiwangwa. Hint. Anaimbiwangwa na spouse. Who is the KRA Commissioner General? Oh man.
we can reshuffle the question.
No, we cannot. KRA Commissioner General. Mr. Commissioner General. All right, so that's the end of the questions. Let's swap. Let her tuone venye. Thumbs up, pens down.
Okay.
Thumbs up. Next up is Insha. Okay.
Hiyo sasa nitakucharaza vibaya.
So, the beginning question was 1 shilling is equal to how many cents? 100 cents? All right, 100 cents. Okay, question number 2. What are the 2 types of taxes? Okay, there's income tax. And then direct and indirect tax.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, wewe mwenye umepata.
Hiyo sijapata kitu.
Hujapata.
Usiseme kitu nimeandika by the way.
Hata usiseme yangu.
Usiseme na mimi siseme, ndio. 3. Who regulates companies in Kenya? Who is it? Capital Markets Authority. The Capital Markets Authority. CMA, Kenya. Oh man. All right. Question number 4. The leading export in Kenya? Agriculture. So, she wrote milk and coffee.
And you
I wrote tea. Nusu ama moja.
Si moja, si zote ziko kwa anda.
Tupate. Hai, kwani iko nini? Who was Kenya's first prime minister? Is it Oginga Odinga? Is it Jomo Kenyatta? It's Jomo Kenyatta. He became prime minister before he became president.
Really?
Yeah.
But you used to be taught it's Oginga Odinga.
Yeah, scrap. Yani, watu wa CBC unaweza Twitter Gen Z.
Real Gen Z. Okay, it's okay.
Question number 6. What is the motto for the Kenya Police, the National Police Service? Utumishi kwa wote.
Yeah.
All right. Wapi ID kijana. That's the slogan. What does the SGR stand for? Standard Gauge Railway. All right. And then next question. Who is the CS for Foreign Affairs? Alfred Mutua.
No.
Wrong. Wrong. Who is the CS Foreign Affairs? Musalia Mudavadi. Oh man. PS Mudavadi Prime CS.
Yes, yeah.
Prime CS and Foreign Affairs. That is Musalia Mudavadi. Aliongezewa wengine, imagine. Can you imagine that? Mtu anaweza ongezewa
mtu mwingine.
Si ndio kama mimi hivi. President William Ruto. Who is the governor Meru County? Kawira Mwangaza, but twice impeached, right? Not yet ratified by the Senate. So tunangoja Senate waamue, but incumbent, outgoing and currently threatened governor of Meru County is Kawira Mwangaza. Question number 10. Who is the KRA Commissioner General? Humphrey. Oh man. Humphrey Katanga. Oh yeah, Gatanga. He said he will be taking a look at Humphrey. Okay. There we go. That is the Commissioner General of KRA. Humphrey Watanga. Humphrey Watanga. Alisema ataangalia social media channels for any of your postings. If you're having a good time, nini KRA will have a look at your social media pages.
Okay.
Yeah. So pale
so
TikTok.
See
October dump.
October.
Wachana nao kabisa. So you got
WhatsApp.
Unaweka WhatsApp status. Okay. What do I have there? Because you have 5.
You have 6.
I have 6.
Lakini yo ya
see me. Gani ningekupatia?
Hiyo ya Oginga Odinga. That's what we like.
Hapana. Watu CBC tunazaita Gen Z. I beat you there. 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10. I got 7 last week, so this is a drop for me. I'm not so proud. The least improved in this class. Thank you very much for engaging in this discussion and also the newspaper review with me.
Yeah, I'm glad I had a good time here, and hope to be back again.
All right. Any last shout-outs that you'd like to give, or any last words that you have? This is your chance. Anything that you'd like to say about yourself or anything that you pursue in journalism, this will be the time.
My last words goes to the education CS or whoever is in charge of education, hey, kindly fund universities. People are going through hell. Yeah, and special shout outs to Anne Odida. She's a journalist here. And Basement Till I Die, TOK. Thanks.
All right, Biashara Tuesday takes a break. I'll be back with the feedback that you guys have been giving us so far. Alafu, get your pilau ready, get your ugali skuma ready. We're having a conversation on avocado. Is it avocado? Is it avocado? Let us know. We'll be right back.
This year we have 3 theme areas: food security, nuclear energy, and then climate change.
And it unites those who believe in the harmony of human prosperity, vibrant ecosystems, pristine oceans, and stable climate.
Nuclear energy has the potential to address the pressing issue of energy poverty in Africa, where up to 600 million people have no access to reliable electricity.
Kaka mtazamaji popote ulipo, unapokuwa ukitazama Safina Show
inang'oa nanga sasa hivi. Ungana nami Albanas Mwania, nahodha wa Safina Show, nikutoe ng'ambo ya pili hadi ufuoni. Safina Show, sauti ya matumaini.
technology, science, innovation, ICT and research. These are the ingredients upon which the solutions to the 21st century problems are founded. In a world that is rapidly changing, it's all hands on deck to ensure a balance in all fields of life. Women, young and old, are also in the front line, breaking the glass ceiling, becoming thought leaders in the larger tech space. Not forgetting other societies marginalized. And when the tech Avengers come together, we inch closer to a much safer, efficient, and sustainable world. What we view as a norm in today's advanced world was just an idea, and for nostalgic reasons, we trace back to the iconic days to bring you the retro tech. On Tech Innovation Show, we encapsulate all the pillars of the fourth industrial revolution, decoded in a language, all for one for all. Every Monday at 8:30 as we push the mantra, keep learning something new each and every day. Only on KUTV, a new experience.
To the Church O'Clock Show. I'm your host, Esther Becky.
And my name is DJ Terror.
We start you off with a word of prayer and get you started with a live transformational worship experience. And have our minds renewed by the word of God on the word segment.
And not forgetting new music za hii wiki, yani ndakuwa bado nawapatia pale wasanii wamekuwa kiwakali. So make sure manzo umetune in because zitakuwa zina flow pia pale mixes kwa wingi, yani zitakuwa zina come through, and pia performance yani from our gospel artist hapa on Gospel Art
from 7 to
10 a.m. only on KUTV.
Jakub Petri. I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland. And I'm the main coordinator of the Cafe project, which is being here hosted by Kenyatta University.
My name is Ewa Hudoba. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching cutting-edge research at Kenyatta University Television.
Fashionistas! Get ready to level up your style game. Tune in to Fashion Diaries every Monday at 8 p.m. with me, Ashley Asach. From Kia Hills to split suits, we've got the trends that will make you shine. Don't be left out. Join us for a fashion-filled adventure.
Access to knowledge, solution to unanswered questions.
Guidelines to pursuing your rights and repossessing your property, intellectual or material.
This and more only on Law Matters.
Hello everybody! I'm Nana.
And I'm Gigi.
Welcome to Engine Season 2!
The place to find out about the world we live in
And the creatures that we share our planet with.
join us on the most exciting adventures across the African continent.
See breathtaking wildlife, stunning landscapes.
And out of this world technologies.
Meet incredible
And
scientists.
learn fantastic facts.
Explore, discover, be amazed.
Part of the next generation of African change makers.
Be a part of Engine, Africa's #1 science discovery program. Yay!
We're learning every day. And you lead the way.
All right, so listen, avoid last-minute rush to gain from tax amnesty window. Remember that last week on Tuesday, exactly today, it was Taxpayers' Day, and the KRA is giving you an amnesty window for all the issuance or like the taxes, remittances that you were supposed to make up to December of 2022. So if you haven't done that, you have a small window period. Don't go last minute, please take your time. If you're a business person or an individual who needs to make that application to get amnesty from KRH. It's a story that is at the back of the Business Daily and that I felt should be relevant for you this morning in terms of being a taxpayer. We've just had a conversation earlier on the newspaper review section, taking a look at the best headlines. The smartphone industry is getting a boost with the assembly that was launched in Machakos County, Athi River, by President William Ruto. It is a collaboration between Safaricom and others who are in that industry, like the East Africa Device Assembly Kenya Limited. However, they are saying that they can't do this without subsidies. So if this is the cheapest smartphone they're offering at 8,999, they're saying that they won't be able to do more of this if they don't get any subsidies. So if they don't get subsidies, it's going to be above 10K. And you wonder how this is a cheaper option as compared to the Chinese imports, which some of them are going for as low as 5,000. The Neon Ultra's battery capacity is at 3750 milliamp hour, and for those tech nerds like myself who are very keen with specs, know that this year I gave advice that when you're getting a smartphone, don't get any that is below 5,000 milliamp hour because of the needs of current day and age, if you want your phone to last a whole day. So there's much more innovation that needs to happen even as we push for local manufacturing and local assembly. However, a question is whether this really is our own made in Kenya product, a public discourse conversation happening, because Neon is a smartphone brand from Safaricom. So where are the cheaper smartphones that the government promised us? It's a question I'm asking this day, but we're still celebrating your former primary schools, given that today is also a day that national examinations in KCPE and KPSEA are continuing all the way through to Thursday, which will be the last day of those examinations. So if you have a primary school that you'd like to give a shout out to, or your former headmaster or your former primary school, that is, please let us know. Those who've been tuning in to the show so far, I see Glow Mamu locked in and enjoying the show as usual, and watching from all the way from Thika. Jesse Leslie on Twitter, or on X platform formerly known as Twitter, on x.com. Jesse Leslie pale. Anthony Onamu, Kimani Washira, who's been on the show last week or 2 weeks ago. Shadrach Simeo as well, watching the show and enjoying from far off. Towet pia anaangalia show. Rajini Nicholas amesema ameenjoy newspaper review. I see the boy BK also following me there on X. Also follow me as well, as you tag me in the comments. Follow at Richard_OKENYE. Right about now, get ready to guac and roll. Yeah, did you get that one? My guest seems to have gotten it. Get ready to guac and roll as we dive now into the world of avocados in Kenya. We've had this conversation before with Wanjiku Kabura, and we are back now to take a look at a few things that are developing in the avocado industry. She's the avocado nominee, avocado person of the year nominee in 2022. So it's going to be an avalanche of issue that you're going to be discussing here on the show. I'll be right back. All right, the co-founder of the Avocado Aggregators Association is with me here on the set. Let me welcome her once more.
Thank you, Richard, for having me here once again.
Right.
You said we are going to guac and mall.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes. I'm glad you got it on. Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes it was in a tough audience, but I computer, right?
Yes.
Welcome to the show once more. How have you been?
I've been well.
It's a rainy season. You must be one of those who are really happy.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy. As a farmer, I'm just very happy because our fruits are going to flower well. Yeah.
Are you a farmer? Do you consider yourself a farmer? Mtu akikuita mkulima unaichukulia aje?
Na feeling poa sana. I feel good because it's something to be proud of. At the end of the day, besides making money, also putting food on someone's table. Yeah. So I'm very proud. If you call me a farmer, I own it.
So, Farmer Wanjiku, since the last time we had a conversation here about the avocado industry, how is it at the moment? What's new? What's not new?
Well, there's much. There's been an improvement generally as an industry. Remember the last time I was here, I pointed out the issue of bridging gaps amongst all the stakeholders in the industry. Right now, there's been an intensive bridging of the gaps because now communication is trickled down to every member of the stakeholder the right way. And we have new markets. We've tapped into new markets.
Nice.
China and India. I mean, this is a game changer for us as a nation, and pia sisi wenye tuna make pesa from avocado.
We'll get to know more about those new markets na pia, exciting information for the farmers or the ones who want to get into agribusiness and are watching this show. Nice top shirt. Yeah, it's all avocado. If I don't know if people at home can see, it's all lovely, good smiles, and avocados painted there on the. Is that part of your brand or just happens, coincidence?
Well, it's part of my brand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mama avocado.
Mimi mkinita wa makodo, avocado zote. Actually, when I go somewhere, I just introduce myself as avocado.
Right.
I love avocado.
Anywhere the word cado is, things are good.
Keep on the line.
Whether it's cado or avocado,
Yeah.
Lines nazo niko nazo, as you've heard there. Welcome to the show, though. Let's get into the business of the day before we lose track of what we're about to discuss here. There's also an issue which is there at the, United Nations Security Council.
Which one?
Is it avocado or avocado?
It's avocado. You can't say avocado.
Na over.
You can say over because that's a disclaimer. It's good to make data. Over. During science, tulikuwa tunasoma nini is over. What's over? That's over? Reproduction. So
over.
People don't be saying over. It's avocado.
Yeah, it's avocado.
Yes,
it's avocado.
Kindly.
All right, please give us a background of the Avocado Aggregators Association. What led to its formation, and what is aggregators for those of us who might not be very well versed in the king's language now that the king is here?
Okay, well, it's the queen. Avocado Aggregators Association came to birth as a need to have an umbrella to represent the aggregators, the avocado aggregators in the industry. As I'd mentioned previously, we had Avocado Suppliers Association. We also had executive marketing agents, but now this was a representation zote zilikuwa kando, but now we needed to have an umbrella so that you can represent the aggregators in the right way in all channels, the right way in the industry. So that's when Avocado Aggregators was born. And this was born as well during this year. We had an issue of crates, transporting avocados in crates. So we felt like the industry needed, the government needed us to switch like this to transporting avocados in crates. And so we felt like if this thing was well communicated to the aggregators, we would have planned ourselves well. And now because of that gap, that challenge, that's when we saw it was best to have an umbrella representing the avocado aggregators.
All right.
Yeah.
And you've been doing a good job so far, given what you've been telling us about new markets and the new developments.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, I'm getting into the practice itself now, avocado tree planting, the exercise. It's very good because these are trees and they're good for the environment, but as well as for business. So could you tell us maybe the crucial part of these two aspects of tree planting? What are the insights we can gain from the significance of promoting avocado farming in Kenya?
First of all, before we indulge in the economic sense of it, I would urge that every person that's planting avocados to ensure that they get certified seedlings from nurseries
that have been certified by KEFIS, so that you don't go wrong at the end of the day. When we are harvesting different varieties, and also to curb yourself from making losses. I've been a victim. Mainly plant easy seedlings, reja, and they went into losses. So first and foremost, because this is the one thing that you have to do once, and you have to get it right or right. So for you to get it right or right, have certified seedlings. Yes, and also ensure that you can get an agronomist. They don't charge as much. Ndio you get it right.
Sio kuzunguka kwa places za takataka kuokota seedlings, kuokota seeds na kwenda kuzipanda. You need certified.
Yes, certified. And if there's that other meaning of crafting, at least get an agronomist who knows how to do the crafting.
Someone who's an expert in that.
Yes. Another thing is that right now there's been an influx of avocado planting in Kenya, and it's a good thing. But at some point, I felt like are we going to flood the market or what?
We're going the quail way.
Yes, but right now, I'm so glad and I feel so happy when I see people planting, because I feel like we have a ready market for the plants. Because we've tapped, as I mentioned, we've tapped into India and China markets. And this is a game changer. I'll keep on saying it. This is a game changer for us. And I'm just glad that people are going to are planting. And now for the economic sense of it, avocado alone in 2021 earned us 16 billion Kenya shillings. So if that trickles down all the way to the farmers, I mean, we are going to make everyone gets their share. Everyone gets their share. Hence, to see what to grow economically.
Right.
And then another thing is, I've also seen the government distributing trees. And that's a good thing. I commend them for that. Nakuru County, Susan Keheka, I've seen her doing that. But at the end of the day, as I've said, we have to do it right or right. So as they distribute, kindly ensure they're using the right seedlings. There's this county with their governor, the last regime, they planted trees worth hundreds of millions. And right now, if you go to that county, I mean, you'll get very few trees that the succession rate for the trees was very low. So as the government does that, we commend that. Also, you can also work to see as avocado aggregators. We will also like to join hands as you distribute these trees.
Right. So I just realized that a tree planting exercise doesn't have to be eucalyptus and all these other things. You can also do tree planting with avocado plants,
yes.
Right?
At the end of the day, in Atsaidia with climatic changes and all that, and then it is going to earn you a buck. So this is the way to go as a country.
Right. All right. The expansion into new markets, as you've been mentioning, they are a game changer. China and India. What opportunities does this present for the market, and how prepared is the industry to tap into them?
Opportunities. It's given. The demand is going to be high, and our farmers have a ready market for their fruits. And then at the end of the day, when the demand is high, what changes? The price. So everyone is going to make an extra buck from this. If we tap right into this market, you're going to make an extra buck. Each and every person, each and every stage of the distribution channel in the industry.
Okay. Are there any challenges you're expecting from these markets?
Yes.
What are those? And how do we mitigate them?
The major challenge with these two markets is something called fumigation.
Okay.
Kenya is known to have fruit flies, and these are countries that are very sensitive with what they bring into their country. But at the same time, they need us to fumigate our fruits. And this fumigation has led so many people going into losses. Let me say exporters. Sababu sisi aggregators, we aggregate, we bring to them, and then they export. Now that effect has been felt by the exporters, and I feel for them, because one day I'm going to be an exporter. So when I get there, I would like things to have changed. Fumigation has led to so many losses in our industry. We are yet on my own, on my end, I'm yet to know if it's the fumigants that you're using the wrong, it's the process. So my insight on this would be the Kenyan government and all the bodies that are responsible, as well as the China and India, to in collaboratively to find the right fumigants, to work in a research, an intensive research, before we tell people and celebrate, hey, let's take avocados to China and all that. And at the end of the day, we are making losses. Before we do that, let's do an intensive research on how best we can fumigate this, how else can we curb, can we prevent fruits zetu zifike vizuri, but without the fruit flies. But doesn't mean that we have been exporting to Europe. They have not complained. They are also a very sensitive region. So I think this is something that needs to be looked into keenly, researched keenly, so that we don't incur any losses. We are celebrating, and we want to do our best that our avocados to get to the China market and India market, and we tap into those markets now to uphold and retain them. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
That's one of the challenges. Maybe we can dwell a bit on that. What other challenges on an aggregator level are experienced in avocado industry, and how do we continuously, again, as you've said with the first one, which is to research and to look at it keenly, how can we address these other issues if there are, so that we are ensuring that there's continuous growth in the industry?
Okay, on aggregators level, remember my dream for aggregator, not aggregator, we first had avocado suppliers.
Right.
Yes. That one was brought with the challenges that I personally faced in the industry. I felt like I had nowhere to run to. I felt like there was no one representing me, and I felt like communication is not getting to me at the right time. And this would have made me go into losses, and had made me go into losses. So the challenges are the communication channel, of which that one I believe we've tried so much to address this year. At least when we know this, we've tried literally. Everyone, I know the aggregators on is to comment for that. I hope you can commend us for that. We've tried to deliver the communication in good time, now the right way.
Right.
The other challenge that we've faced, and we all face, is financial fraud. I would call it fraud because there's no way I can supply something and then I don't get my payments in good time. I totally don't get my payments. That's fraud. And that's the greatest challenge. And as an association, we are trying to look into the best way how we are going to mitigate this, and how we are going to deal with these issues. And those people that are not paying aggregators, by the government calls us horticultural produce marketing agents.
Okay. All right. So why horticultural?
Horticultural.
Because avocado is also part of the. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we are horticultural.
This issue on supply chains, I see it affecting various producers within the agriculture industry. I also see the same thing with coffee farmers, who are saying within this supply chain there's usually fraud happening, in that the fruits of what they've exported, of the business they've done, doesn't trickle down to the farmer. Is it something that is a problem with the system of distribution when it comes to the export market, or do we have too many middlemen? What is it that is happening here in the middle that makes it difficult for people to realize profit at the very bottom of the supply chain?
I will say it's all, because have you visited the Mira in the flowers exports? Those guys are very okay.
Business is good. Mira farmers seem to be happy.
Yes, Mira and flowers, their system, it's regulated very well.
Okay.
I think avocado, because Saindo, we are like really
putting structures.
Yes.
In. Okay.
We will get there.
Okay.
And yes, there are those challenges, but
us being now having the structure, structuralizing the industry, I believe we will get there and we'll have a standardized industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you there. I don't know if you had any other challenges you wanted to highlight.
Oh, yes, I had another challenge. Our reputation
Okay.
as avocado. Now, this one I'm saying is an official of the aggregators. Our reputation as aggregators, OKENYE tunaitangwa brokers. That's something we want to deal with. We are no longer brokers. Brokers is ni jina, si jina mzuri, you know. And that's why government imetupea jina mpya, imetupea horticultural produce market. Unasikia venye hiyo jina ni ndefu. But anyway, we are going to streamline every member, every aggregator out there. We are going to streamline ourselves such that all these things that nye tunabandikwa ziondoke, because we want to do a professionalized way of aggregating the avocados. So tunataka jina yetu ikue jina ya power.
Okay.
Jina ya power such that ati mkulima akisikia ni aggregator anakujia matunda, they will feel confident to give us their fruit, to sell their fruit to us. They will feel confident that hataibiwa pesa, atachuniwa matunda yake vizuri na atameka a bag from it.
All right.
And also now on the exporter side, also this is an industry different stakeholder. Exporter will have confidence with us as the aggregators that we will supply what he needs, and also atatulipa hapo. But anyway, generally we are just trying to make our reputation right, and that's why we have the aggregator association, so that we can streamline all the gaps, all the nitty-gritties za hapa na kule zenye zinaweza kuwa zikituharibia jina. There are some people who work on nini na sisi when you are harvesting. We are also going to ensure we are going to be doing trainings to those guys so that they do it right. Wakienda kwa mkulima wasihandle matunda ya mkulima vibaya. Wakienda kwa mkulima wasiende kama wamelewa. Wakienda kwa mkulima waende wakiwa wamegarafiti kama mtu ameingia job. Yani waingie job ni kama job,
si mtu wa mkono.
Si you know. So we are going to streamline that. We have a reputation to protect, because we are making an income from this, and this is a business we are doing as aggregators.
Right.
So hakuna mtu tunaibia, hata hakuna kubroke, because we put our money in there. Tunabuy kwanza from farmers, na pesa zetu ndio tunapeleka kwa exporters. So this is a business. It's not brokerage we are doing. No, we are not doing brokerage. It's business. We are doing business. To make that clear. Yes.
Right. Speaking of business, there are various, as you said last year, we realized 22 billion. Did you say 22? 16 billion. Yeah. 16 billion from the avocado sector alone. Speaking of business, I just saw, or my producer just sent me a photo here of avocado beer.
Oh yeah.
Right. There is avocado beer. So avocado can be used for many other things other than kuweka kwa omena yangu na rice.
I told you can never go wrong with avocado.
It goes everywhere.
Everywhere.
Have you had a taste of avocado beer?
I've not gotten a chance to taste it, but I know it's there.
Okay. This spells good news for farmers. Given now there's various ways in which avocado can
make money. Yeah.
Okay.
And also to tap into that, I was to mention something like that. I would urge the government to have a specialized research for avocado. I'm a directorate that will do research for avocado, because avocado has so many ways you can, tunakwanga na blue band avocado ama bread spread for avocado. There is it. Na mimi asubuhi utanipata nikikula mkate na avocado na garlic.
Top notch. I've tried it. Yeah, during tough economic times. But I love that packaged nicely in something that I can get in, and that would be a good in terms of profit for the farmers if it's in the supermarket shelf. Yeah?
Okay. So there's so much you can do with avocado. I also read somewhere that the seed for avocado has a medicinal value for painkillers.
Right.
That's something that we can tap to as a country. We do oil processing. This oil processing, they discard the
the seed hiyo kefego
kifuniko naongea lugha ya soko naeleweka.
I had to.
All right.
So instead of discarding it, why don't you make money with it?
Right.
Why don't you make an income from it?
I bet there are many other products from avocado that I don't know. Ambazo zita, yeah? Yeah, I'm waiting. Nione pia mzinga ya avocado, you know, and other. if there's beer, I mean, if there's beer, you know, that means alcohol is in there.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, that's just not. That's on a light note.
That one was launched last year.
Okay.
You're the beer.
I'm trying to zoom into them. Babu beer. It's called Babu beer.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I'd love to know if I can get this in an outlet in Kenya. If I can buy it.
I can get you, but tomorrow I can get you.
Oh, for real? Oh, it's a good day tomorrow. Yeah, lazima. I will show it here on the show. You are an avocado. Let's get into that actually now. Avocado Person of the Year nominee in 2022. What does that mean?
Well, it means as a person, as a young woman, it means, and as an aggregator, let me start with as an aggregator, it means that we deserve our fair share in the market. We play key roles in the market as aggregators, and me being recognized as the person of the year. I was a nominee. I didn't
win it.
Yeah, maybe I can win this year.
Okay.
I don't know. It means that we have our fair share in the market, in the industry. That was for the aggregators. And then as a woman and as a young person, it means anyone out there, go all out, be passionate with what you want, and the world, Mother Nature will uplift you, will embrace you. Just putting yourself out there, utajipata with such things. So just be inspired.
Right.
This is an inspiration for the young people.
Right.
From across, not just in the avocado industry, across everywhere, in the oil industry. Just tap it as an inspiration for everyone. Yeah.
The work you've put in as a person and in the industry as a whole, yeah?
Because I had done something in the industry. That's why
I'll be recognized. Are you nominated this year?
I'm not yet sure, but the nomination have started. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to, because you said you'll get me a Babu beer tomorrow, an avocado beer tomorrow, I have a surprise for you. So I'm going to ask you this next question, so then I get my surprise ready for you. Okay. Let's talk quality assurance. Let's talk quality assurance in the meantime. Quality assurance is very crucial, right? As you said there, we have a reputation to build and a reputation to protect. Are there training initiatives that you can specifically speak of that are going to be, or that are undergoing, to ensure that we have quality?
Yes. We are working on a program called Wezesha Avolife. This one is to ensure that, as I said, as we are maintaining the reputation, you're going to train these guys that harvest.
Go on.
That harvest them. Just distracted.
It's okay, go on.
Okay, let me rephrase back to we were on quality assurance.
Yes.
On quality assurance, it cuts across so many things, but we need to start from where it comes, from the planting and kupanda hivyo juu. So kwa kuplant nimesema, ensure you have a certified seedling agronomist. Also, we'll also be doing on the matter of trees, we'll also be doing avocado farming management training on that part, and then you'll go to this other stage now, which is the harvesting.
Okay.
The harvesting has to be done right, because hata hii harvesting sasa ndio sisi huwa inatu affect sana kama aggregators. If the harvesting is done wrong, we incur losses.
Okay. And that's why you get into problems with exporters at that point.
Yes, umepeleka matunda imekuwa rejected, but mostly it's because sasa sisi tunajua quality yenye inahitajika, usikuje na menye iko na vidonda yenye imekatika yenye imefanya nini. We know all those things that's needed. But sasa pale kwa harvesting and how to handle the fruit, that's where brings the challenge. And it's because of this guy wenye nasema saa zingine wamekuja wamelewa wamefanya nini. So this is a very key point that we need to look into, and the Wezesha Avolife program, that's what we will be doing. We will focus after avocado farming management training, we'll also do the training for the harvesters.
Okay.
And then there's that of transportation, the issue of crates. As an association, we've done mobilization of avocado aggregators to purchase crates. And I'm telling you, come next year, if we won't have 100% succession rate of transporting avocados in crates, maybe the least we can go is 90%, because the mobilization we've done is quite commendable. And because at the end of the day, we know we need to achieve this good quality so that our fruit can have a good value and good reputation in the international market. We are so ready. We're so ready to do this because we need to
it's
make
all
that
about
extra.
streamlining.
And when the quality is good, you know, there's the issue of quality and pricing. So if the quality is good, the price will definitely
negotiable.
be yeah, exactly.
Right.
So sisi pia kama aggregators, we are doing the best we can. We are going to do, and we are doing the best that you can, so that we ensure that you have good quality. The other thing is the issue of greed, and this trickles down to like every other stakeholder in this industry. Lakini sisi kwa aggregator yenye tunaweza cheza kaa sisi ni sisi na farmers na the harvesters.
Okay.
Na sana ni our harvesters.
Ndio umesema wenyewe they need to follow guidelines.
Yes, we're going to do intensive training on this.
Okay.
Because you know we harvest with targets. So ukiambia mtu anafaa kuharvest hivi alafu aende kuchunia matunda yenye haijafika, you see that one has brought losses to the farmer, imeleta losses kwangu, na generally saa zingine zinaweza pita inaweza haribu reputation ya.
True.
And that's greed. You need greed. Greed ndio inatuletea.
Want to get this number of targeted avocados.
This harvesting. This harvesting stage is where the question is, and that's where we'll be more focused with that.
Okay.
Yes.
So I went around to look for a trophy because you didn't win Avocado Person of the Year in 2022. I got a trophy that, can you believe, it looks exactly like an avocado. It's the biggest trophy I could find. So because they didn't give you the award last year, I'm going to award you Avocado Person of the Year.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so
much. That's from my motherland. It has been plucked by
Kisii.
Yes, it's from Kisii. It's been plucked by the hand of my mother. Hivi. So unaweza niambia kama alienda harvesting kama yeye pia kwa salama. How's the skin? Let's take a look at that. Is this good for export?
Well,
local markets?
This is for local markets.
Okay.
As much as we also export the kienyeji, the local, this is the local variety. But local variety sasa iko na varieties mingi iko ndani, but akisijaiona ye kiexportiwa.
Ni tamu lakini.
I'm going to eat it. I love avocado. I love avocado. Anyway, this one was not harvested, right?
Okay.
For export. We are supposed to leave a stock.
Mimi ndo nilitoa hiyo ya juu.
Ndo ulitoa stock?
Mimi ndo nimetoa hiyo ya juu. That's on me.
Yeah, that's on you. Okay. And also this one cannot be exported. It has
this marks,
yeah.
Okay.
And this one, this is handling. And this is handling. This is a deep handling. This one cannot be exported if it was to be exported.
Your handling ni
alafu hii pia
this charred part.
Inamaanisha imeanza kuiva.
Okay.
So you know they take around 21 days
to ripen. On shipment.
Yeah.
Okay.
So inaweza maanisha inaweza iva before even if it's regulated, because we regulate ndo zikifika zinaiva zikiwa zimefika
on time.
Yeah. Okay. Zikifika avocado takes a week to ripen. Harvest.
Alafu inaharibika na usiku moja.
Haijaribika.
Mimi angalia kanda hivi narudi napata avocado yangu isharibika.
Maybe the way you've told it.
Yeah. Okay. I guess there's that. I hope someday we can do also, I think, consumer sensitization information. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sindio?
Thank you.
Right?
Yes, we will do that.
Yes.
We will do
Unafaa
that.
kufinya aje ukienda kwa soko, unafaa kufinya gani, unafaa kustore aje,
Yes.
you know, things like those.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll do that.
Yes.
On a serious note.
Definitely. My producer has ticked on that. I mean, I'm very kabisa. Now, I hope you don't eat your trophy soon enough, but there you go. That's
Thank
what
you so
the
much.
surprise was.
This is good from Kisiland.
Yes, you'll give me the feedback next time.
Yes, I will.
So now, you're talking about training, and you mentioned where there's a word there that you said. What's the name of the program?
Wezesha Avo Life.
Wezesha, right. Wezesha Avo Life. Is it something that you go out and get people to train, or should they reach out to you? Kuna farmer anaangalia and maybe they want this training.
We will get to them.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Because this is it's a program in incubation, but we are trying to do this in between now in February when we are in the next season. So we want to do an intensive training during this time so that when we get to the season, at least watu watajua ni nini wana harvest.
All right. Yeah. Generally, I know we've spoken about very good things there, and also we've taken a look at the future, but now probably a very solid future outlook for this industry as we try and finish up this conversation now. What do you see and what do you envision for this industry? Since we met, hadi saizi umenielezea progress, which I think we hinted on earlier as well in that interview. And now by the next time we meet, maybe in a few weeks, maybe in a year, maybe in a couple of months as well, what do you envision that looking like?
Tutakuja hapa. We can also do the Ukuja kwa pack house. We take you through how they are packaged and all that.
Right.
We do farm.
Right.
Now the training that I'm doing, one kama tumewatrain vizuri.
Yeah, that'll be a good highlight for us on the show.
Exactly.
To invite me. This is an invite. Now I need an official invite for the date
We
as
will.
well. Okay. Right. So into the future, unaonaje?
Into the future, I see avocado industry it's not going to become and I'm sorry to say this, the coffee industry or the tea industry. We are going to excel like the flower industry. Tutaendelea ku excel, and anyone who is interested to join this industry, feel free, but also do it right, have the right guidance, because in this industry it's also very easy to make losses. Very easy, and it's also very easy to make money as well. So, and for the future in general of the industry, I think we are getting closer and closer to emerging as the best avocado producer in the world, and also having the best variety in the world. And I think the challenge that we have is the quality, and together with all these other associations of the industry and the government, AFA, KEFIS, CDA, tumefanya collaboration mzuri sana, and I've seen an improvement in that, and I'm so sure we are going to keep on excelling and excelling. Sai hakuna kurudi chini. Tutaenda tukipanda, and I'm so sure that in the next 5 years every importer, every state will want to have avocado from Kenya, because they are sweet. It's just they're very sweet.
They're very sweet.
You can attest to that.
Kwanza hii in a slab. I don't know kama nikupatie particular recommendations, but yes, we have very good produce within our republic.
Yes.
Okay.
Now for the Hass and Fuete, they're all, anyway, we have an advantage because we lie on the equator. So
they have good climate.
Yes, the tropical climate for us inatufavor sana.
Right, I bet. Collaborations exciting. Nimesikia hizo ni mzuri sana that you've been making. So for someone who, because when I hear an association, it means something I can join, right?
Yes.
So if I want to join the association, what do I need to do? Nafaa kuwa na avocado gunia ngapi? Nafaa kuwa na shamba inatoshana aje, or what are the requirements and so forth?
We have a criteria for looking into who can join us. For us, you have to have HPMA's license,
That is the name that I've told you the government has given us. Horticultural Produce Marketing Agent license. You have to have that, and then we have a registration fee. It's being reviewed. Allow me not to mention it right now.
Sure.
But the key is ensure that you have a HPMA license. Yeah.
All right. Where do they reach out to you at? Is there location or number, office, email, socials?
Okay, we have our email is asakenya@gmail.com. You can also reach us at Avocado Suppliers Association on Facebook, Twitter. Yes, those flat.
All right. Asakenya, ASAKenya
Yeah.
at gmail.com. That's going to be the easiest way in which you can reach them. Thank you very much for creating time for us here.
There's
this
something else
morning.
I've not
Right.
mentioned.
Anything else that I've not mentioned? Please, this is your time. Do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There's the issue of seasons.
Okay.
And I would like to address this.
Okay.
As I've mentioned, Kenya is very lucky that we lie on the equator. So we have avocados all around the year. And so we have, yes, we might have seasons according to the zones of the country. Like you see, we have tea zones, coffee zones, lowland, actually mango.
Guess Ukambani, no? Mango zones.
Maybe you can have a new zone for mango. Huh?
Banana zones in Kisii, I'm guessing.
Wait. Unani distract sana. Anyway, sasa, we have those zones that when you find the coffee zone is already flowering, maybe in tea zone we are harvesting. Ama when we are on the second crop on this one, this other one, it's flowering. So we have zones all around Kenya.
Okay.
And right now, Migori, Homa Bay, Trans Nzoia na hizo Kitale wamefanya farming ingine serious. So that means zones zetu za Kenya zinaendelea kuongezeka. So that means we'll also have volumes all around the year.
Okay.
And
which means we are never out of season.
yes, we're never out of season. So that's basically it. We are never out of season.
Okay.
Na pia historia kufunga season. I would say we don't need that anymore.
Okay.
There's this article I read for Mexico. Mexico hakuna ati kusema ati hakuna matunda. No, wame beautify their industry. We have sijui wanaita tango, sijui ingine every stage, every month ama every concession, maybe from April to June, they have named it in ya hii. Kuna hii. Yani they've just
You'll never lack.
Yeah, they never lack. Lakini sasa as Kenyan, sijui tulitoa wapi notion ya kufunga na kufungwa.
Nasema hii season ya avocado.
Me, I think that one, in my honest opinion,
shouldn't be a thing.
Because hata tukifunga, we find that volumes, kuna, as much as it's not volumes kama when we are on
high season,
but kuna volumes. Sasa kama sahi, we have the Migori, Trans Nzoia, wapi Kitale. Naona hiyo ni zone yao sasa imeongezeka. So that means we'll keep on having volumes throughout the year. Moving forward, as an industry, I would like to urge the government tusifunge hizi vitu. Tusifunge season.
Right.
In my honest opinion, tusifunge. And also, we can also be a hub. Do you know Netherlands is the largest exporter of avocados and they don't have even a single tree of avocado?
What do they export? Where do they get the avocados from?
See, they are an avocado export hub.
Okay.
Now, for us,
Kenya,
Kenya,
how does a hub operate like?
Us in Kenya, we export to Netherlands.
To them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they export.
Then they export from.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see?
Oh, right.
So we can also do that. Tusifunge tu country too, because you find maybe a certain exporter has a client mwenye anahitaji matunda all year round. Now, mbona tufungie huyu biashara yake sababu avocado zimekuwa kidogo hapa? See, he bring from East African countries. He bring from Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania, tuendeleze as we also make sure that, at the end of the day, tuta make pesa as a country, as a nation. So that's my insight and my honest opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Avocado will take how long, Mea? From seed to avocado.
From seed to avocado.
From seed to table, yes. Hadi nikule. Ita take how long? What's the range? Like I know there are definitely different time periods for different
because of how you manage
strains,
it,
yeah? Okay.
how you do the husbandry of the nini seedlings, venye una manage farm yako, it depends with that. But generally averagely a tree from ile utotoni kabisa, it's supposed to take 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then now ikianza kuflower, give it 2-3 months.
Okay.
And you're good to go.
You're good to go. And now you can reap your benefits over and over again.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for having this conversation with us this morning. Very exciting. I had more puns that are relating to avocado, but I'll do them later.
We'll go for the avalanche.
Yes, we'll go for the avalanche later. Thank you very much. Any last remarks and shout outs that you'd like to give to the people at the association or anyone else? This is your chance.
Okay. Okay, check this one.
Yes.
Let me start. No, mimi ni kiongozi. Na viongozi sana sana pia wanafanya kazi na government. To the government, it's a commendable job. To the county government, it's a commendable job that muna distribute the avocado seedlings. Keep on doing that and kindly do it the right way. You also ensure that you introduce subsidized fertilizers for the farmers so that they can harvest, they can increase their productivity. The other thing is, I would urge the government to find a way that you can have commercial attaches in all the states that receive avocados from our country. This is because to ensure that when the fruits reach to those countries, want to ensure that it's the right fruits, ni zetu zimefika, and also the commercial attaches would facilitate issues like linking Kenya to credible buyers. This would help. We know we had an issue, we had a conversation that we should have registered importers of avocado farmers, and I'm sure commercial attaches would facilitate this, and also the commercial attaches will be like informants for us on the issues that are going on in those countries, the best time to export to those countries, and also they will also inform us of the trade fairs, trade expos that goes on in that country. Now to my members, let's keep on joining hands to do this. We have a reputation to build. We don't want to be kicked out of the industry, so let's uphold our professionalism in the industry, and so that you can make an extra buck from this and also have a good reputation. And also I would like to wish all the KEPSEA, KCP, KCAC candidates all the best. And then to my comrades pale Mkusa, nawapenda sana, na Lambotov. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Wanjiku Kabura, Avocado Person of the Year.
Avocado lover.
Avocado lover, Mamakodo, co-founder and all those very many titles. It's been a very guactastic conversation.
Oh my God.
That we've had here. Biashara Tuesday. Takes a break. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Why everyone pays up?
Bajuka ni kama unarusha mikono, tingisha kichwa chungu sivute kisogo. Mbona nyinyi na wawasha nkikula nyama choma tu firifiri na give me your hand and shoulder. Niko na pesa kushinda babako. Kasikia vibaya uko kwenye kasikia vibaya. I want to flex my love. Niko na trust na kitina maswa.
Maelfu na maelfu ya wahamiaji wakiwa na watoto kutoka nchi za Amerika ya Kati wanaendelea kuwasili kwenye mpaka kati ya Marekani na Mexico.
But folks, I'm going. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ni habari kutoka pembe zote duniani.
People power si vuguvugu. People power ni idea.
Tazidi ananyonya, hanyonyi vizuri, anakuwa hayuko comfortable.
Jeshi la Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo linapambana na uasi wa ADF.
Kwa sasa wanatoa wito kwa mashirika, makampuni na vile vituo vya uchukuzi.
Mambo mengi yatakwenda kama yalivyopangwa.
Hapa ni kuna mmoja wa viongozi wa chama cha wavuvi katika eneo hili.
Zaidi tunajaribu kuwapa chanjo ili ina boost ama inanyanyua kinga ya mwili, ndio inaenda kupelekea kupambana na virusi.
Ni duniani leo, Jumatatu mpaka Ijumaa, moja kwa moja kutoka VOA Swahili, Washington DC.
Fashionistas, get ready to level up your style game. Tune in to Fashion Diaries every Monday at 8 p.m. with me, Ashley Asach. From Kia Hills to split suits, we've got the trends that will make you shine. Don't be left out. Join us for a fashion-filled adventure.
Okay, thank you for all those guys who've been tuning into the show since we began. A very interesting editorial cartoon at the that Dula has done here, and it's in your paper today. It's King Charles there, a caricature of King Charles, and seemingly old men from Kenya who are seeking for reparations, apologies, compensations. Which one do we want? Do we want an apology? Do we want reparations? Or do we want compensation? Earlier we were discussing in the newspaper review section, and Anne, who was here with us, had to tell us that it shouldn't be an apology without compensation. So an apology comes with money, in this case of British colonial rule, and reparations for what they did back then during the colonial time. So we are hoping that will be the conversation. However, the Buckingham Palace has said environmental issues, entrepreneurship, and other bilateral talks are going to be the main conversation, but there's a revisiting of the painful history that mars that relation between Kenya and the UK. Watching also from Thika has been Anyega Robin, all the way from Thika. Tuambie Thika kumekuaje, and also who else has been watching the show. But watch tena next Tuesday. I'd love to see you around. Ed Lenz Pia on Twitter, and I watch show. Brian B. Also Eliud Mutwiri, one of us here at KU TV, but also following through Jaldra Contour, and Tony Mushiri, Tech Bro in Chief. Tony Mushiri is a tech news editor for Giz China, and also has his own Tech with Mushiri. Very good information you can get on technology there if you keep following him. KCP and KPSEA continues. So again, continue wishing your former primary schools all the best in what they are doing. This has been a very exciting show on Biashara Tuesday. Just off air a few minutes ago was Wanjiko Kabura, who came here to speak about the avocado industry, the Avocado Aggregators Association, and what they're doing to streamline the whole process of supply from the farmer, harvesting, distribution, and all the way to our export market. We're trying to position ourselves to have a good reputation in that avocado industry, having given us 16 billion Kenyan shillings just last year. So hopefully, with a good streamlining happening in place in collaboration with other stakeholders, we're going to see more fruit being reaped, of course, from that industry, metaphorically and literally. More fruit we need from the avocado industry. Also, something else we're doing on the international platforms, or Kenya shining on the international front, is our entertainment industry. We've been seeing a couple of our films on Netflix. You can check out Click, Click, Bang, actually, which is the latest entrant into Netflix, a film by Phil Kariuki and who is this other guy? Abel Mutua. So that's up on Netflix. A very exciting thriller that shows a very relevant situation in Kenya. In terms of music, Colors Studios, which is now doing a collaboration with Spotify, has done a couple of highlights with Kenyan musicians that maybe some of us have never heard. Lisa No Odwor was featured there, Zenia Manasseh, and now we are seeing the latest one by Karuni, who was part of Camp Mula a few years back. So you can check out those exclusive shows by Spotify and Colors Studios that are there on YouTube. Actually, also on Netflix, if you know Big Mouth, which is a show that is there focusing on sexual and sexual reproductive health, there's a section, or there's an episode that has, I can't get the exact episode at the time, but go find it out, an episode done by Kenya, a very good feature there. So check it out. We are making it out there and continue to do so. These are young people who are doing it, and we are continuing to encourage more of you, of course, to venture into this. This is entertainment, but it's also business. So a very great hand of congratulations to all those creators who are finding space within these international platforms. Thank you for being with me here on Biashara Tuesday. KUTV Rise today has a big team behind the scenes, from my director and producer, Ryan Ngure, to the transmission desk, where we have engineer Frank Major Minor, and the whole team behind the camera, the sound, the audio, the video, the mixing, everything has a team behind it. So because I can't go through that whole list, we are grateful that you created time for us. It's been a laughter-filled Biashara Tuesday, and of course, laughter is the best.